Hello, it's GotAUkulele. This is a brand I've featured before, but it's got a feature on it I've not featured before. Keep watching. Yes, it's the GotAUkulele review day. It's the summary review. As always, linked below this video is a link to the full written review. A lot more information in there than I can fit into a 10-minute video. So as I say, this is a brand I've featured before. The brand are the European brand, Slovenian brand Flight. And I've featured them many times. They're a brand that I like featuring for the simple reason that with each one they send me, they seem to develop further and get better and better and better because they listen to people. They're right on the pulse, very hard-working couple of people who run Flight. And it's been a joy. And this is the Flight Diana Soundwave Tenor. Now, I said in that introduction that's got something featured on this one that I haven't featured before, and I'll come on to that in a moment, but the clue is in the name, that's Soundwave. The Diana Tenor has actually been around for a little while and comes with a regular pickup system in it. This one comes with something a bit different, but we'll come on to that. It's a regular shaped and scaled tenor ukulele. That's all solid cedar on the top, which is lovely and warm, really nice straight grain, couple of pieces, no flaws in it. And the back and sides here are laminate walnut, which has been stained in this kind of ghostly sort of pink, almost grey, pinky brown, really nice colouring and grain there. I mean, look at the gloss as well. It's a beautifully finished and put together instrument, actually. Probably about the best I've seen from Flight so far. So things are looking good. We have what they call purple wood, I think that's purple heart tie bar saddle there. That's a bone tie bar bridge. That's a bone saddle with a compensated top. Decoration, I think this is paddock, the red wood as used by Carla on their comfort edge. I think it looks absolutely stunning against this back. And down here on the butt as well, and that's got some purfling edges, black on the back, black and white on the top, abalone sound hole ring. I'd like that a bit more consistent. Maybe I think that would look better if it was red to match the paddock. And there we are. The whole thing is finished in gloss. Impeccably well done. As I say, I don't know whether they've changed who builds these for Flight now. The last one I looked at that really impressed me was the Victoria. This one is better still. I mean, this is an absolutely beautiful build and beautiful finish. But we've got to come on to the main event, and this video is going to be a bit long because of this, because unlike the regular Diana, which has a regular pickup, this has something called the Soundwave system. And you might be saying, hang on, Baz doesn't like these side-mounted pickups. Well, not only is that quite small and diminutive, this is more than just a pickup, which is going to take a bit of explaining. This is a trans-acoustic system, which were developed originally, I believe, by Yamaha guitars. And basically what that does is, in the basic sense, it works like a pickup. There's a strip in here, sends a signal from the strings to the preamp, which is in this box, and outputs out to a jack. You'll also notice, if I can get close enough and the light is terrible, but have a look at the pictures on the website, there are effects on there. So you've got chorus, volume, chorus, reverb and delay. Okay, nothing necessarily unusual there. You don't often get effects on board, but basically apply those effects and they apply to the signal. Now, what's a Soundwave? What's a transacoustic system? Well, what it does is it also applies the effects to the acoustic unplugged tone. Now, how it does that? Basically, it also sends a signal to an actuator, which is like a reverse transducer inside there, which is stuck on the back of the ukulele inside, and it sends vibrations of that processed signal with chorus, reverb, delay back into the body of the ukulele, and what comes out the sound hole when you play it acoustically is the affected tone, or you can switch it off and you get standard acoustic tone. Very weird, very funky, very cool. We'll come on to that when we play it, because what's important with things like this is, and with any pickup, is if it sounds lousy as an acoustic instrument, it's going to sound lousy when it's been processed, because it can only work with the acoustic tone it's got. Let's move on first. We've got an Nakumo Neck. It's made of 3 pieces. I really had to look for the joints. There is one down here, one at the headstock. They're incredibly well hidden. It's glossed. It's a fairly shallow back profile, which I like. It's also roomy, at just under 36mm at the nut and just under 30mm G2A string spacing. That's terrific. Purple wood, purple heart fingerboard, supremely dark and good condition, shaped down to the sound hole top. And you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 down to the body, 15, 16, 17, 18 in total. They are edge bound in dark wood, absolutely zero sharp edges, really, really good finish this. The neck is really comfortable. And you get pearly dot markers facing out at 5, 7, 10 and 12. You get side markers with an extra one at the 15th. Beyond the bone nut, something else I'm always a sucker for, a slot head. I don't know what that's faced with, but it is faced. That's not a kume wood. Maybe it's more walnut, but a different sort of grain. My first and only gripe, I think this would look better if it was faced with that to match. There we are. Flight F there, Pearloid Inlay. Sorry about the light, gloomy out there. The tuners, unbranded but good quality gears in gold, rear facing, vintage style buttons. It comes with Worth Brown strings. You also get a padded gig bag, which is really nice quality, really nice and plush inside that. I like that. You get a set of flight stickers. You get a how to start to play book. Sorry, focus, come back. And there we are. And as I say, not a bad instrument at all. Really, really attractive. I love the juxtaposition of this and this. The build is excellent everywhere. The finish is excellent. And it comes with this trans-acoustic system. Now, that is an option. The standard Diana tenor you can get for about £230-ish in the UK through places like Music Room. This is not launched yet. They are taking pre-orders on these. They're going to launch in February, and it's going to cost you about $350. So an uplift for this feature, which we will come on to. Anyway, built really, really well. Despite that gubbins and the actuator in there and the processing box and whatnot, which is still pretty low profile. I really like the way that looks, actually. It's really light. It's really balanced. It's nice to hold. But as I say, review of 2 halves. Let's deal with the acoustic sound first. It's the usual tune-up, because it is a new instrument, but let's just get it absolutely bang on in tune with the strobe. That'll do. And there we are. I really like the tone of it. It's got great volume, it's got great sustain, which is really shimmery into my back. The processing unit is switched off at the moment. This is the acoustic tone that it's going to be working with. It's got a real balance to it. There's bright highs, there's lows, and that shimmer in the middle. Really nice, really good tone. Fingerpick's lovely because the highs just come through no matter how high up you go. Nothing. So, the good news is that this processing system is working with a good acoustic tone. That's full marks. Okay, you apply the effects. If you plug this into an amplifier, the output will have the effects on them, or you can turn the effects down, you have no effects, and it's a straight up acoustic. So, we have a power button, which you switch that on, and it probably can't show you in this light, but it glows green. And there's a volume dial on there. Now, I've seen some people say that this increases the volume. It doesn't. The actuator, it can't make it any louder than the acoustic instrument is. We are not plugged in. That's with it on. That's with it off. It's a little bit more full because I think it's sending the vibration that it's picking up back into the body, but it's not louder. On. Off. On. Very slightly different. Okay, the volume's on and the volume's up. Let's try the reverb first. You're not going to believe what you hear here. I'll just turn it all the way up. Can you hear it? I think it's actually blowing the mic. Now, it sounds digital, and I think it's better if it's toned down a bit from max, but just a little bit of reverb on it. About halfway. I like that. Okay. Turn the reverb off. Let's go up with chorus. Again, all the way up to the top. Bit more subtle, and chorus isn't my favourite. That's spacey shimmer. I hope it's coming through. I actually like the chorus with a bit of reverb. Interesting. And then, now these do appear on one or two other ukuleles, but not with this feature, and that's the delay. And this is super cool. Amazing. Huge fun. And where I think the fun really comes in, I think the delay is wonderful, wonderful fun, is when you just add a bit of everything and you sort of blend it. Very, very, very clever. Is it absolutely necessary? No, not really, but it's a bit of fun. If you don't like the idea of these effects, you can get it without, and it's just a standard tenor with a pickup. But why wouldn't you want to have a play with that? That's a real giggle. This gets a very, very good score because it's just ace. The Flight Diana Soundwave tenor with that transacoustic actuator driven pickup, which you'll see some pictures of inside the ukulele on the written review below, which will show you a bit more. Yeah, been a lot of fun doing this one. Well done, Flight. This is good gear. I'm back next week. Thanks again to all my supporters. They're coming thick and fast. There's still lots more to get through, and I hope you have a very good end to your weekend. Take care. Bye bye.